What you do in the dark will always come out in the light. Hello, fly girls and fly guys. Welcome to the ButHerFly Boudoir. I am Madame ButHerFly, and this is Talk That Talk, where we talk about what's going on social media. Baby, ooh. Timothy, listen, what's going down at Sweetie Pies? All right, so we all have heard what's been going down with Timothy Norman. He is the son of Sweetie Pie's owner, Miss Robbie. Now, they have had a reality show on the OWN network for 5 seasons. Now, I was not an avid watcher of the show. My mom watched the show. So whenever I'd be at her house, I'd see, clips of the show whenever she'd be watching it, but I've never sat down and watched the full episode of it. But when I first saw Tim, I was like, ooh, he is bad bodied. I was like, what? All these hips and thighs? What's going on here? Like, I always thought he looked a little funny. But nonetheless, I thought the show was cute. Miss Robbie, she used to be a singer back in the day. She was around Ike and Tina Turner. I wonder if she was around when Ike told Anna Mae to eat the cake. So in the news, Tim has been charged with hire for murder of his nephew, his own blood. So apparently, allegedly, Timothy took out an insurance policy on his nephew back in 2014 for $450,000, okay? And 2 years later, in 2016, his nephew was killed. Now, the FBI has come in and swooped him up, and baby, when the FBI gets involved, that means they've been tracking your ass for some years now. Listen. So you be thinking you be getting away with stuff because nothing happened to you when whatever you did happened. But baby, don't think you're getting away with it, because years on down the road, it's gonna come back, baby. What you do in the dark will definitely come back in the light. Karma gonna hit your ass as a boomerang effect. It's gonna come back and bite you. And baby, it done came back and bit Timothy in his big, wide-hipped ass. Okay, so apparently he took out this insurance policy on his nephew in 2014, and then in 2016, Timothy and his accomplice, a woman by the name of Terica Ellis, supposedly she is a stripper. I don't know how they are connected or how they met, but apparently they teamed up for this. They got burner phones and they went to the location that his nephew was at. Terica Ellis found out his location. She called up Tim, and next thing you know, the nephew was shot and killed. The day after that, Terica put $9,000 in her bank account. She had several bank accounts, and next thing you know, Timothy is trying to collect on that $450,000 insurance policy. About a week later, a week after his death, he tried to collect on that insurance policy and he was not successful. Now that is just crazy in itself, that he took out an insurance policy on his nephew and then killed him for it. And then tried to collect it a week after his death. Now, like I said, I never watched Sweetie Pies, but my mom does, and she told me they included the death on the show. And Miss Robbie was obviously devastated, and Tim just played his part. He played the role. He acted like he was concerned and cried and, just distraught over it all. Meanwhile, he was the one behind it all. It's crazy. I can just imagine, or I can imagine, the pain and the disgust that Miss Robbie is feeling right now, knowing that her son is responsible for her grandson's murder. Like, she has to be disgusted with him. Yeah, that's her son, and I'm sure she loves him because he's her son, but I know she's disgusted by his actions. Like, I just don't understand. So I believe this was his brother's child. I believe this was his brother's child. I don't know if he has any sisters, but I believe this was his brother's child. And I mean, how I just don't understand that. Like, you just didn't care about your brother and you killed his. Oh my goodness. So, you know, the backstory on his nephew was, I believe he was going down the wrong path. He was doing bad in school, and Miss Robbie got him on the straight and narrow. He graduated high school, started working at the restaurant, and he was starting to get his life together, you know. And then, you know, Uncle Tim comes around and just messes it all up. Now, Jennifer tried to warn y'all. Jennifer Williams from the Basketball Watch. She tried to warn y'all and tell y'all about Tim's crazy ass. Now, they dated for a little while and they broke up. She alleged that he was abusive and he was stalking her. And now it's like, well, there's some truth to that now. That's showing us how crazy he was. How crazy he was. Like, I don't understand it. So the penalties for his crimes I read was life, a life sentence, and also the death penalty. And also, he was also brought up on other charges, the hire for murder, I believe it was wire fraud and mail fraud as well. So he's got a couple charges under his belt. So if he's convicted, he's not going to see the light of day. Whether he is put to death or sentenced to life in prison, he's not going to see any bright days. Like, and you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it at all. This is crazy. I wish the hell my brothers would put a hit on one of my kids. Like, I don't need to wait for the prosecutors to put you under the jail, because I'm gonna put you under the jail. So this happened in 2014. No. The life insurance seed was put out in 2014. The death happened in 2016. And now he's being put on these charges in 2020. So the FBI has been working up a case on him, putting all the evidence together, and they finally got everything together and they came and arrested his ass 4 years later. So this just didn't happen out of the blue. When the FBI gets involved, this ain't just the state police, or, you know, they have been putting a case together and they got all the pieces right. Just like with the 6ix9ine case, the FBI was involved with that case, and it wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. They were building up a case against 6ix9ine. They were building up a case against everyone in that whole Treyway clique. You know what I'm saying? So people, be careful what y'all are doing out there. You think you getting away with stuff, but baby, it's gonna come back sooner or later. What you do in the dark is definitely gonna come out in the light. Don't think you're getting away with something. You may be getting away with it for the moment, and you celebrating, kikiing, hey, I'm untouchable, invincible. Then you get that knock on your door. Listen, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. My condolences go out to the family. My condolences go out to Miss Robbie. I know she is just is tearing her apart. It is tearing her apart. My condolences go out to the nephew's parents, the family all around. It's just a crazy, crazy situation. Tim, your bad body, wide hip ass, I hope you get what you deserved. I hope the accomplice, Terica Ellis, gets what she deserves. I don't know how she got involved or how they met, but she played a major role in this as well, and I hope she gets what's coming to her as well too. All right, I want to continue to follow this story as more details come to the light. I know you all are going to follow it as well because it is a crazy story. But let's just send our prayers and condolences and pray that we get justice for this young man who was taken out way too soon and unjustly. It was just crazy. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so down below. Let me know what y'all think about Tim. Let me know what y'all think about this whole crazy situation. And if you were not a fly girl or a fly guy yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. You guys can also follow me and add me on Instagram and Snapchat at Madame _ButHerFly. All right, guys, until the next time, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself, stay fly.